Mike, flooding. North Attleboro was second to only Leominster with the amount of rain they received on September 11th. The Bono family is one that can't return to their home until extensive work is done. How has the town and agencies, maybe at the state or federal level, responded?
So let's start with the town and what we've done. So I'm just going to go back and talk about the town council and the vote that they took on Monday that put $300,000 immediately to debris removal. We saw after the devastating effects that debris and people were starting to put stuff out in their yards and to get out from under that, make that available. We didn't have a complete transportation of everything. We don't have the ability to come around and pick up everything, but we are making flood damage items in your home. If you can get it to the location on Minden Road or to the transfer station when it's open, there's no charge for that, and that's what that part of that $300,000 is going to be used to pay for all the containers and the tipping fees that are involved. Hats off to our public works team and our solid waste department for putting that together instantly and getting that. I know we had talked about that being open through Friday. We're going to extend that into Saturday and more than likely into next week. We just got news today that Team Rubicon, a volunteer organization that comes in after humanitarian and disaster impacts, will be here in town to help folks. So I'd highly recommend, if you haven't done so already, please go to Big Red 311 either on the town website or on the app, right? And let us know about your flood damage so we can pass that off to Team Rubicon and they can reach out to you and help you with getting that debris and materials outside from your house outside, and then we'll work on figuring out how to get it picked up. We'd ask neighbors to help neighbors here, but if you can get that stuff to us, there's no cost to drop and get rid of that debris. On the state level, the federal, the disaster declaration by the governor, right? We're looking to figure out how we can monetize that and get in the resources and tap into that through MEMA and the governor. We know that's a requirement to tracking how much damage we received in the community, to get that to the federal government so we can get FEMA assistance, have the president declare a disaster declaration, and then be eligible for public assistance, which usually helps out the municipality itself, the government, and then individual assistance that helps out with the individual homeowners that have been affected. Small Business Administration and other organizations help out with businesses. That federal disaster declaration is key. We're working to meet the minimum thresholds, right? We're engaging both at the state and the local level to energize that. I just want to let everybody know that's not something that's going to happen immediately, right? It's not like when the hurricane passed off the coast and they announced in anticipation of that disasters. We've got to go back now and show that we've met certain thresholds. So we're asking everybody, if you've got damage, please use the 311 app, either on the website or through your phone. Take a picture of the damage you received, get that to us so we can have that counted and tallied, and then petition the federal government for a disaster declaration, and then open up the floodgate of individual assistance, right? Because I know a lot of people are looking for that. But I also want to stress, it's not the panacea that's going to solve or pay for everything. It's just not going to, right? We ask you first, contact your insurance company. If they deny you, get a letter of denial. That's going to be important. Have that on record, right? So when we do get the federal disaster declaration, and we're working real hard to get that you'll have that in place, because the federal government will not provide any support until after an insurance decision has been made, right? So do that, get that done. Reach out to us if you've got any questions. Our team's here to ready to help. If you need response or you need something, if you're a senior and you can't, resolve the situation in your basement or in your house where the problem is, reach out to us. We'll find a way to help you. We'll find an organization. I mean, we don't have the resources here in town to be able to load up everything in all the trucks that we have, because we don't have a lot to start with, but we'll figure it out. We'll find the organizations to help out and make the town better.